Hi, I'm Greg Wells, a producer, songwriter, musician, mix engineer, and very much a piano player. And I am super excited to debut my new plugin, which is called PianoCentric. And it's something I wish I had in my life for the last 30 years. Let me please show you what it does. Once again, it is really deceptively simple. So here on the graphic user interface, I really wanted to keep it as sleek and streamlined as possible. As a result of that, there's not a lot of obvious directions, but the second you put your cursor on this thing and start moving it around, you will immediately tell what it does. So we have a 0 at the top here, okay? And when it goes to the right, we're starting to get a more open, a more clear sound. Once we get here, we're getting into pretty punchy territory where it is still full, but it cuts in a way that I really love. This is set to stun. It's probably too much for most songs, but it's there if you need it. And you'll also notice that the piano keys get brighter as we go. And there is a reason that once we get back to 0 and we start heading the other way, they get darker. So this is my favorite kind of lo-fi piano thing. I've done a bunch of presets that show off this side of things and also this side of things. So also, I should mention there is my favorite kind of piano delay if you want to use it. I don't like really sort of hi-fi sounding effects. I like things to sound very degraded and smaller, both on the top end and the bottom end. And then there's a doubler here as well, which is customized for piano the way that I like to hear it. It can, in a track, make things sound just bigger and speak more. You may or may not want to use any of these effects. So that is exactly as I recorded it. It's just 2 Mojave mics. I think they're called an MA200. Fantastic piano mics going through a couple of nice pre's. No compression, no EQ. So let me set it here, sort of 230. Let me just show you what the delay and the doubler sound like on this more hi-fi setting as we turn the knob to the right. I'll just turn them on as it plays and you'll be able to hear what's going on. So I guess with, it's obvious with the delay, if the chords are moving around a lot, you're not going to want much of that going on. But again, this is really designed to be used in a track with a voice on top of it, with probably drums and other elements. I want to play you the dark side of this plugin, which it starts at 0, and then we go into a whole journey of very fun, very lo-fi, crunchy sounds. Okay, let us go embrace the dark side. Let me go to this other track. Let me call it up. It's sort of an indulgent, slightly jazzy, very muso track, but that is the kind of stuff that just naturally comes out of me. Let's see what that sounds like. Let's play this track again. And I'm going to go to the left this time, to the evil, dark, lo-fi, mono, crunchy side of things. I'll do the same thing, bypass in and out. Here we go, and I'll just start here at 0. I love it so much. It is so much fun to have it all here on one control. It's crazy. So as you can see from what I was doing, I'm kind of using to taste, not just the main control knob, but bringing in delay, bringing it out. Like I said earlier, if there's a lot of chordal movement and the delay may or may not be your friend, but if it's kind of sitting all in the same diatonic place, that's for you musicians out there, then the delay will sound really nice. And the doubler, again, you can go for a real kind of Peter Gabriel, Red Rain kind of piano where it's in fact, that is one of my presets. It's inspired by that. It's called GW 1980s Piano, which I'll play for you in solo. This is a pretty good place to start. This one's just called Clear Piano. Let me just show you some of the presets. This is creatively called Lo-Fi Piano. Sounds like this. This one is called Mellow Weird Dream Piano. This one is called Modern Pop Piano. This, I think, would be more applicable if the track was a little fuller and with vocals on it. Right now it's just drums and a few synths, but that sounds like this. And then I've got one more in here called Tiny Piano. So to me, that one's just right on the brink of, there's still some of the presence of the bigger sound, but it is really shrunken. And then I think past that point, if you go further to the left, you really get into darker territory where it doesn't have the same sort of presence. And again, you know, the settings of the doubler and the delay, it just depends on what's going on around it. Like right now, to my ear, it doesn't need much, if any, of the doubler or the delay. Once you get a vocal on top of it that's louder than the piano competing with it, then this stuff is going to make more sense if you feel you need it. I really sincerely wish that I'd had this thing for the last 20, 30 years. It's a really effective way to get to quite a number of pretty incredible piano sounds. in a matter of seconds. Like, I mean, honestly, I can't even believe the thing exists. It's such a joy for me to use it.